Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 3X Value Growth Podcast. My name is Carrie Sauls. I'm a value growth advisor and the author of the bestseller, Multiply Your Business Value in 3 Steps. I come to you from New Hampshire, as always, and start with a piece of New Hampshire trivia. Today, I want to tell you about Krista McAuliffe. She was a teacher and astronaut from Concord, New Hampshire. She was one of the 7 crew members killed on the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. The Krista McAuliffe Planetarium in Concord, New Hampshire is a state-of-the-art planetarium dedicated to her memory. So that's someplace else to visit in New Hampshire. I'm joined today by Jack Finnell. Welcome, Jack.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Where are you calling in from?
Newport Beach, California.
Ah, the other side of the country. Well, welcome again, Jack. I'm so glad to have you with everything that you bring to the table. To let our audience understand what you bring a little bit, let me just tell them that Jack Finnell is a Yale graduate, a Vietnam veteran, semi-pro rock drummer, a businessman, author, and leadership and management excellence mentor. Thank you again, Jack, for joining me here. And our title for our 7-question interview is, do you want to be a leader or a manager? If you do one, you can do both. I think that's great. And we're going to do that in just 7 minutes. Are you ready, Jack?
I'm ready.
Number 1, who's your ideal client?
Someone who has launched a business, is starting to break even has, and now has to move up to the next level of revenue and EBITDA.
So what problem is it that you're trying to solve for these growing businesses?
What should they be doing going forward if they have broken even to expand their business financially and the entire range? A lot of times we just focus on breaking even, we get there and, oh, now what? Got to be thinking forward. What are we going to do next?
Exactly. Definitely planning for that. So in your experience, what are the typical symptoms that you see owners experience or that they end up talking about?
They need to figure out how they're going to take advantage of the good work they've already done in terms of attracting clients and servicing them effectively, and find new services and products to make available to them so that their business continues to grow. And frequently they haven't thought of what these new offerings might be.
Absolutely. So therefore, what are some of the common mistakes that you see them trying to solve on their own?
They don't, as often as they should, in my opinion, and I think we're all guilty of this, get outside ideas from other people in terms of what's effective to put in practice, what sounds good but may not yield the best results. Getting outside input is a lot of things that business owners do not sufficiently dwell on because they become too focused on day-to-day events.
True. So therefore, my 5th question is, what's one valuable free action that audience members can implement that will actually help them increase the value of their business in this stage?
They want to think about services and products in adjacent technologies or adjacent arenas that they can start to make available to the marketplace, to their current base, and how will they secure the training that their current employees need to make these offerings, or should they indeed be focused on finding new employees who can offer these benefits to their client base?
Great idea. So then from your experience, what you offer, what's one valuable free resource you can direct our audience members to help them, again, to solving this problem?
Free resource. Well, they can certainly go to my landing page, and there are plenty of ideas in there. It's www.growthaccelerators.com, and they'll start to, it's 3 pages, they'll start to pick up some ideas that I think they can find stimulating and that they can find actionable as well.
Excellent. So my last question for you today, what's the one question I should have asked you, Jack, that would give great value to our listeners? And please share your answer.
What factors should be considered in creating an exit strategy?
And your answer?
The employees, maybe you've hit your target financially, but what of about all of the fine men and women who join forces with you to accomplish the result? Make sure you don't just consider yourself and your own family members. Make sure you pay very, very close attention to your employees, because they're the people who made it happen for you in the first place.
Well, you're hitting a deep chord within me, because exit planning, I think, is something that most owners don't think about until it's too late. So I'm thrilled to hear you saying this as well. Absolutely. Thank you, Jack Finnell, so much for your time today. Thank you for joining me here on the 3X Value Growth Podcast.
My pleasure entirely. Thank you.
Thanks for checking out the 3X Value Growth Podcast. If you like what we're doing here, head over to iTunes and subscribe, leave us a review, or rate us. It's very much appreciated. And if you'd like to learn more about the 3X Value Growth model, go to www.3xvaluegrowth.com/model for the PDF.